Good afternoon, YouTube pipe smokers. Prairie Piper here on a pretty chilly Saturday afternoon. I've got the man door open here in the garage to let some more light in, um, but it's pretty chilly. There is a weather door in between us, so um, I'm not completely exposed to the elements, but it is cold. Maybe I'll actually take the camera outside after the video is done just to see what we're dealing with here at the moment in the prairies. Um, but today's a very special day. I wanted to do this review 6 weeks ago when I ordered the pipe, but because we had a mail strike here in Canada, it got stuck in the mail stream. And that is the 2024 Pipe of the Year by Brigham, and she's a beauty. So, like I said, I was really excited about doing that review. I think they released it early November, and I ordered one right away, put my name on a list. You have to. These things sell out like within a week or two, they're gone. But I will tell you where to get one at the end of this video. The last time I checked, anyways, this was last week, but they still had 3, I think. Smoking some Burley Flake number 2, Cornell and Deal, and my Chacombe Christmas pipe. I think this morning Cornell and Deal also just put 20% off all their tins, bulk too. But that doesn't mean anything for me as a Canadian, because we still can't order anything, at least through smoking pipes. It's been turned off for the last 4 or 5 weeks. So we've missed out on a lot of tobacco and some special releases too. But what are you going to do? Hopefully USPS releases that, the ban, I guess, not a ban, but that they've just temporarily withheld receiving anything coming into Canada, and hopefully they lift that. If they lift it by Monday or Tuesday, then we can kind of put an order in here as Canadians through smoking pipes. But that's good. I really like that Burley Flake series by C&D. It's not, I'll do a review on all 4 of them, maybe in January, February. Um, it's strong for a C&D blend. I think it's Bright Virginia's, Red Virginia's, Dark Fired Kentucky. I don't think the number 2 has Perique in it. If it does, it's just a dash. Um, it's a heavy dark fired blend for C&D, but it's nothing like the ropes or the plugs and the heavier dark fired Kentuckys like Samuel Gawith, right? Gawith and Hogarth. Those are the real deal, which I enjoy too. Some black coffee with a little bit of honey in it. Anyways, let's get to the pipe of the year, Brigham 2024. It celebrates the 100th anniversary of the Royal Canadian Air Force. Last year they did the 150th anniversary of the RCMP, Northwest Mounted Police, what it was originally called. And this year they did the 100th anniversary of the Royal Canadian Air Force. Super, super cool. Let's go check that out. So, first things first, I want to mention, these things come incredible, like packaged to the hilt in a good way. Your product's protected, the box is protected. This is number 39 of 125. So they only usually do, typically it's 125. I've seen 130, I've seen 120, but usually it's in around 125 pipes they make, and when they're gone, they're gone. And they sell out real quick. Trust me, you got to get ahead of this. Usually they release their pipes. It kind of changes every year. Sometimes it's late October, mid-October, sometimes it's early November, but when October rolls around, I start emailing my tobacconists, not just in Winnipeg here at Thomas Hines, but Victory Pipes, Victory Cigars in Oshawa. Reach out and see who's carrying it and see if you can put your name, put one on hold if you're interested, because they go. So what I wanted to just show you real quick, and this is the official box that it came in, not shipped in. So it was shipped in, there was another box that this came in. So it was boxed twice, but this is the box that it came in. And it's, as you can see, it's got styrofoam on all 4 sides. Very, very, very well packaged. So I threw, when I got the 150th anniversary celebrating the RCMP last year. I threw this box out. Don't throw it out. Don't be dumb like me. Because I don't smoke these, I just collect them. And now I have, and I'll show you because I've got it here too. I'll show you both of them after I show you the 2024 pipe of the year. This is good for storage, and I should have kept the original box from last year. So I have kept this one from this year, and it just slides right in there, and you can kind of put it, I mean, if you want to display it, you can, but eventually you just run out of room. So this is good to kind of pack away. I don't have the box from last year, so I have to be careful about where I pack it. But very, very well packaged. You know, there's, you know, unless you're throwing this out of a plane, it's unlikely that it's going to be damaged when it arrives to your home. So, okay, let's see the pipe. Check this out. Royal Canadian Air Force blue. And it's got these like these drawings on the side of the box, which is really neat because it almost kind of looks like a schematic. There's the back, there's your brass hinges, there's the back of the jet. Really, really nice presentation. Gorgeous. I hope we're picking that up. I think we are. I did a test run. Bottom just has black velvet on it. And here's our top. Gorgeous. RCAF, Royal Canadian Air Force, Brigham Pipe of the Year 2024. Now you might be saying to yourself, these kind of look like jet colors, Winnipeg Jets, from, you know, that are based here in Winnipeg. And that's not by mistake. You know, the Jets are named after the Air Force base here in Winnipeg. That's one of the biggest in Western Canada. So we've had a military base in Winnipeg for many decades. So this is really neat, especially, you know, as a Winnipegger. It's kind of neat. So let's take a look inside. Magnetic top, flips open there. I'm not going to read that to you, but it goes over the history. Again, this is the 100th anniversary of the Royal Canadian Air Force here in Canada. POTY 2024 Brigham. Like I said, there's a little bit of write-up on the history of the Royal Canadian Air Force. Let's kind of get a shot of inside there. The pipe is out. But what you get is a tamper, and I'll give you a closer view of that. Tamper of, you know, like, it looks like a jet maybe from the 50s or 60s. A Royal Canadian minted coin, which is pretty cool. And then the pipe itself. But, I mean, just gorgeous presentation. Absolutely. I love these boxes. This was the first year I've ever seen the boxes. Usually they do cardboard, like a hard cardstock. But last year they did these hard wooden boxes, and they're great. Gorgeous. I've said this before, but I honestly think Brigham does pipes of the year, Christmas pipes. I use that interchangeably, although technically they could be different because, as I've noted in previous videos, some companies do a Christmas pipe and a pipe of the year. Yeah, it's super cool. They just do and it's high quality. It's really high quality stuff. So let's get to the pipe. But the tamper does come with its own little pipe sock, tamper sock, with the Royal Canadian emblem. Here's the actual pipe sock itself. And let's take a look at the pipe. Here she is. Hopefully you can get a decent shot of that. It looks like it's, I guess maybe a bent apple. Maybe you could consider it brandy, possibly. Really gorgeous grain. I hope, I've tried to get, you know, I hope you're picking that up. I've tried to get bring as much light in here as I can. So bent apple, bent brandy perhaps. It's got a diamond shank. Really, really fancy. I don't know if that collar on the stem is silver or maybe chrome, I'm not sure. Couldn't find anywhere that it said, but nice, really, really nice pipe. I want to smoke this, but most of my pipes I smoke, almost every single one, but the collector series I don't. But beautiful. Really, really nice. You can see my breath now. It's getting colder in here as I've got this door open. Fantastic. Now let's take a look at the tamper. There's the tamper. Like I said, an old jet fighter from maybe the 60s. Nice and heavy. Good tamper. Really neat. Good quality. And lastly, you've got, I don't want to open it because it's in this plastic casing, but this is actually a Royal Canadian Mint. There's two mints in Canada. One is in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and the other one's in Ottawa. And they mint coins for, I think the one here in Winnipeg does, I'm not in Winnipeg, but I'm in the vicinity of Winnipeg. I think that one mints coins for like 68 other countries in the world. It's pretty big. When you're a kid, you get free tours of the place. It's kind of neat. But this is not like a Cracker Jack coin that Brigham had somebody commission. This is a real, it's minted by the Canadian Mint. And Brigham obviously got a hold of a few and decided to include them in their Pipe of the Year celebrating the 100 years of the Royal Canadian Air Force. Are you picking that up? Really, really cool. So this actually has value. I think it's 25 cents. Not that you want to use it, but hopefully that turned up. It's kind of hard to see. So there it is. There's the 2024 Brigham Pipe of the Year. I just want to quickly show last year's because this is the first year that I've ever seen that they use these boxes, right? So this is last year's Pipe of the Year, celebrating the 150th anniversary of the RCMP, originally called the Northwest Mounted Police. Just gorgeous. These things are gorgeous. I hope they do this every year. $342 with tax. Not cheap, but trust me, you know where your money's going when you get one of these. Like, it's high quality, really, really, really good quality. So 2023, I don't want to drop these. Oh, look at that. This year's is bigger. 2023 Pipe of the Year, 150th, celebrating 150 years of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. And below it this year, Royal Canadian Air Force celebrating 100 years. And that's the 2024. So there you have it, folks. The Pipe of the Year 2024 this year's is sold out, I'm pretty sure, at most places. However, that being said, I was in Thomas Hines last week having a cigar and a coffee, and they had a few in. They still had a few there. So, if you're interested, give Thomas Hines a call, because I don't think it's on the website. Give them a call and ask if they've got any Brigham Pipes of the Year left, and see if they'll send you one out. Like I said, they had a few as of last week. So they're not online, they're just kind of local. So they're probably still there. So if you're interested, Thomas Hines has some left. Now, I don't know for a fact I don't know if they do that. I don't know if they'll ship it to you. I don't see why not. If you just give them a credit card over the phone, they ship it out, and you're all good. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to go outside. Now, I'm using a webcam on my computer. I don't know if it's going to fog up. I don't know if the reflection is going to be too much, but we're briefly going to go outside, get a shot of the snow. Um, it's cold, so when I bring it back in, I don't know if this is just going to fog up, but let's try it. Okay, let it go. Now, you can't see out that window because it's all fogged up. And there's a huge glare on the screen, but let's go outside and see how this turns out. Damn. Getting this or not, it's windy as hell out here. It's cold. I'll go back in right away. Lots of snow, and it's cold. Like it was minus 32 last night. So this is where I live. Hopefully that worked. Yeah, okay. It's cold. I gotta turn the heater back on here. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I don't think I'm gonna be making another one between now and Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, enjoy the time with your friends, your family. God bless. Take care. Prairie Piper out.